Can you hear me now?
Yes, she can.
I want to make sure. I want to hear it from her.
Yeah, I know.
It's
yes,
okay. There's my yes. Thank you. Okay, well, here we'll try it again. Hello. Oh, nope, that's not how I start. I don't even know what I say anymore.
Hi, painting pals.
No, it's hey. Hey, painting pals. Welcome back to Mandy's Minis. I'm telling you, it has been a week already. And I swear, it's been a month since last weekend. That's what it feels like.
We saw them last week.
No, yeah, but the weekend was fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm just talking about from starting on Monday through where I am at today. It has been a month's worth of crazy.
Izzy lulled.
So yeah, we're a little crazy today, but that's okay. Thank you. But it's good. It's good.
Oh, we had bad storm last night.
Yeah, we've been getting we had big tornado and everything. Not here with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was all across the Midwest because it was in Chicagoland as well.
Well, I mean, it just kind of rides across, so
right, kind of came up, down from or came from your way up through Chicago and into Michigan. So, yeah.
Well, we're glad to hear you're safe. That's the important part.
Yep, and we are good and safe here because we're in the basement already, so it's okay.
One just hit one town over from us about an hour ago. Ooh, be safe. Be safe.
Yeah, definitely stay safe, and you know, if the sirens go off for you, run.
Yeah,
don't even say goodbye to us. It's okay. All right. Before we get started, I have her all ready to go, but before we get started, we have an update. She is almost done.
Izzy says they are completely ready for a tornado. So
okay, good.
Happiness and joy there.
So I don't know. The color looks a little off to me, but hopefully you guys aren't seeing it. But
Izzy thinks it looks great.
Yeah, she's. I'm so thrilled with how she's coming along. But since we were, before the stream, you and I were talking about gold NMM. This is, you can see a lot less yellow and a lot more brown. It's kind of like the blonde hair. Yellow feels right, and there is yellow gold. But for the most part, you want to hit those browner tones. And then if you want to take it into yellows, you can. But
it just feels more realistic as a gold. Yellow gold always, I feel like at least, always looks kind of fakey.
It's very brass looking. So I think that's what it is. But here is my recipe. So Nightmare Black. This is that bluish black from Reaper. And really it can be any dark color. It doesn't have to be this one with the blue. I liked it because I was already using it for the blue armor. So it just kind of made sense to keep the shadows in the same tone. Then I went up to Dubai Brown, which is just a nice traditional darker brown, but it's not super dark. It's just kind of like brown. What you'd think of when you hear brown. Then Oroku Yellow, which again, this is scale 75, but gold ochre, yellow ochre, or more of a mustardy yellow would work really well. I'm looking at my AK colors, and it looks like golden brown would be like perfect for that. And then I'm using off-white for the highlights. And as you can see, they're still popping, even though it's not technically a true white. This AK off-white is super, super white. So, I mean, I'll just compare it to like Reaper's Unicorn White, same exact color. So, as far as I'm concerned, off-white is pretty much white for AK. I mean, I, I can see a difference here, but it's so close. So this will work, but um that's literally it. And then of course there's the mixes. Whoops. So coming up into these highlights here, not all of those are white. Some of them are the yellowish brown mixed with the white. Then you've got some of the darker brown mixed with the yellow brown, and of course the brown mixed with the nightmare black to get the full range. So we can go through and like some of these belt buckles and stuff, I'm really, really proud of. Those I think came out really nice. So that would be my gold recipe and what I would recommend. So I would say just take it more into a more brownish look and you'll get that. Now, the other thing that we were talking about is I'm just going to call it the circles. You'll know what I'm talking about. Anyone else not watching? You know, we are on YouTube and YouTube doesn't like specific words, and I could use the formal medical terms, but it's not as much fun. Y'all know what I mean.
Izzy says, okay, that makes sense, and mine definitely looks too yellow.
Okay, so coming in here, what I would do is, you know, we've got this nice circle. When you go into highlights,
Mammary.
yep. So if this was my highlight color, it's going to hit more just a small area up here, and it's not going to cover that whole big circle. So there we go. Now we've got some light for you. So you can see how much smaller that actually is than yours if we're looking at like this full circle here. You know, there you've got your mid-tone, and then your shadow, the darkest part, is going to be just underneath here. So that's kind of the thing, is you just hit a little too much on the circles. You want to keep that small.
Smaller highlights and less yellow.
Smaller highlights just on that one area, because most of the other highlights were very, very nice. So, they were in the right place. But yeah, less yellow and also more contrast. So you do need to get your darks down a bit more. So
she says that about everything. So don't feel like, that's anything special. She looks at everything and says, oh, it needs more contrast.
Well, it
does. That is your instant response.
I'm going to turn that off. That should help with the noise a little bit. Sorry, I got to leave the heater on or we'll freeze. But, so that is my full, it was very hard to kind of type that out. It's like, I'm going on live in 30 minutes. I'll just tell you that.
We'll talk then.
Bigger highlights. Okay. So, yeah, you wanna shrink those highlights just in that two areas. So, oh, my pleasure. That's what I'm here for. But yeah, I'm really excited. And now that I've got her to this area and to this point, I've been debating. I do not know if I want to improve her face and hair because they were done a long, long time ago, and I have better techniques now, and I could definitely take it up and
Izzy says she really
match
looks
the
great.
quality, but yeah, thank you. So not bad for this is my only my second time doing full armor, and it's not even full armor, it's just you know, a large portion of NMM. So um the other one being the chibi. So I finish her up, and then that's kind of where I was at. I'm like, let's see how finished I am with it. Because let's be honest, at the end of the day, I might end up being like, nope, I'm done. No more. So, all right. So that's that. I can get those all out of the way for now. And then, Ben, can you take a look at the camo and see if the color, there we go. Guys, I'm going to warn you real quick. I'm going to clean off the lens because I'm wondering if that's not the problem. Let me do a quick lens clean here. See if that helps a little. That helped a lot.
There you go.
Okay, never mind. I fixed it.
Good job.
All right. Oh my gosh.
Hey, you know what we should do?
That's the other problem with this. My headband? Oh.
We had a long conversation about that.
Yeah, I absolutely love this headband, but I can only wear it on very specific days. I was telling Ben, like, because he's like, oh, that's a great headband. It looks awesome. And it's like, thanks. No, you'd think I've had this for like 20 years. Not quite,
You've had it for a while.
but pretty darn close.
I've seen it often enough to be familiar with it.
Yeah, but I can't wear it regularly because it's the kind of thing. Okay, it's the kind of thing where, like, right after I shower, like if I'm getting dressed right afterwards, there's like it just falls out. It doesn't hold very well. So I kind of need my hair to have a little more oil in it than a fresh shower, but it can't be too much, otherwise it emphasizes that issue. And then, like, if you get like your hair just not cooperating or wanting to do something, it does nothing for that. So you got to have like the perfect hair day for it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I agree, but the nice thing about this one is it's a soft elastic all the way around, and it's very, very loose. So I don't actually, I mean, the elastic like is way looser than it needs to be. Let's put it that way. So yeah, it doesn't end right there on your temples, and so it's really great. I think Goody made it, but I doubt they're making it anymore because it's like 20 years old. So. All right. Well, the big question is, where is everybody else? We're supposed to be doing up this green skin. There we go. Sorry, having trouble getting it onto my palette. But yeah, well, I think Craig always comes in a little late, so I think he has another obligation beforehand, so he comes in a little late, but that's okay. Plus, you never know what's going on with those storms. I mean, they've been pretty bad. A lot of people don't have electricity right now, so we'll just be grateful we do. Oh my gosh, the rain and the humidity is making my sinuses go nuts. Either that or I'm getting horribly sick. So, but I hope not. So last week, as far as she goes, we got a 50-50 mix of red and green to make this color that she's got right now, our shadow color. And I'm going to come in and paint up her midtone. And sorry, Ben's not here to zoom in or anything right now. He had to step away. But
Hey, you know what you should talk about for a minute?
oh, what?
New Quadrufi Kickstarter.
Oh, yes. Have you seen? Oh, I am using the dark yellow green from Pro Acryl for her midtone. Have you heard the big Quadrufi news? That's right, Quadrufi, my favorite. They have some big news. They're doing a Kickstarter. Yep. The Kickstarter is for version 2.0. And I am so excited for it. It looks so cool. Yeah, we already did too. We did do the pre-order for that. I'm like, I just gotta. It's Quadrufi, and they support me so much. So I'm like, I don't know if I should. Maybe they're going to give me one to talk about again, but I'm like, well, we'll pre-order just in case. And worst case scenario, we donate a little money to them. That's okay. They've been very good to us. And so definitely, I love the company. They're such good people and great product. So I'm so excited to see the new stuff. There's some really cool things there. But also, speaking of Kickstarters, I kind of want to wait till we get, yeah. Oh, the glass palette looks so cool. Yeah, that's also a good point. I could do a giveaway. So we've actually done 2 giveaways through the company, where we just picked a winner and gave them the details and they handled the shipping and everything. So again, really just great company. Great product that they stand behind, and I love that they work with smaller creators like me. They're not talking to the big ones, your Ninja, your Vince, Miniac, those big creators. They're coming to the small ones who never get the love from companies anyway. Don't get me wrong, we get plenty of love from you. So but yeah, just fantastic. So I'm really excited about that, and I love that wood grain look. And well, let's be honest, my Quadrufi is looking a little worse for wear now. It has been loved to death, but I would love to. One of the big reasons that we did the whole renovation was to make some more room for our painting group to get together, and I would love to be able to have this older Quadrufi over there for them and a nice cleaner one in my videos. So that's why one of the big reasons we decided to go for it. But speaking of Kickstarter, I am going back to talk more about the Reaper Kickstarter. And we're gonna bring this up again later because I want to. When more people are on, I want to start a debate of whether or not I should get those. It's kind of been a long situation, but I'll get into all of that later when we're going into sway my opinion. We're gonna play that game. Sway my opinion. Make me succumb to peer pressure. Or not. I don't know. We'll see. But
We haven't had a good peer pressure experience since high school.
Ben says we haven't had a good peer pressure experience since high school. Yeah, possibly. I don't remember the last time I was peer pressured into anything, so I don't know. A lot of the times those like parties, like you go to the demonstrations for, the makeup and the Tupperware and the, all of that.
You had a whole family based on that and surrounding that.
Oh, everyone does at some point. Everyone gets suckered into one of those. I shouldn't say everyone gets suckered into it, but everyone has someone they know that gets suckered into those MLMs.
Izzy says she's been watching Ann's weekday stream and she's really liking what she sees. It's nice to see how they work and to see them in action.
Yeah.
And $2 a bottle for hobby paint is insanely great.
It is. It really, really is. And again, it's Reaper, so it's going to be good quality and they care about the results.
She says, I was initially saving for the Vallejo TMM.
So was I.
I think I will get way more use out of the Reaper line.
Yeah, so I kind of did the same thing. I actually have the entire row dedicated for the Vallejo TMM line. But now that I've actually looked into, here's the thing. I was actually avoiding the Reaper Kickstarter. I knew about it and I completely avoided it and any talk of it. And then you asked me about it directly. It's like, oh crap, I've got to look at it now. And that means I'm going to want it. So yeah, you are the peer pressure on that.
She's sorry.
It's okay. No, honestly, I actually find it as a really big compliment that you want my opinions on it. So, like I said, as much as I was avoiding it, I think that it's important to keep up on the news in the hobby. And, I really do, I love Reaper. I just love that company, their atmosphere. You should check out their Reaper Live on Thursday nights. Always a fun time. I haven't gotten to watch it in years. Honestly, I haven't seen it since Ed died. Ed was the owner. And I don't know. It's just kind of hard to...
She says the thing I like from what Ann has said is they really up the pigments in the paint. And the coverage appears really great. She says, I will try and catch that tomorrow. Yeah,
and they usually do giveaways and stuff. Like they give away gift certificates and things like that. So on their Reaper Live, I can't say enough great things about Reaper. I absolutely love that company. But yeah, their pigments are pretty weak. And honestly, the coolest thing I think about for the new paint line is their little opacity meter that they have on the bottles. Like that is going to be super helpful because just to give you an example here of the current paints. Okay. So I have 4 colors here that are all variants on blacks. So we've got Nightmare Black, which you guys know is my bluish black that I love. Rogue Shadow, so That looks like more of a yellowish black, or more of a true black. Winter Shadow, which is also a bluish.
Izzy's right there
black.
with you. She says, right, I love that so much.
And then this one here, Sky Shadow, it's another bluish black. But they're all different. And one of the big differences is the opacity. So Nightmare Black has the best coverage, which is why that's my go-to. And I never remember which of these. One of them is like terrible for coverage, but great for glazing. But I never remember which one. One of these is, and one of them isn't. But one of them's, more like Nightmare Black. But I don't remember. So they both just kind of sit there fairly unused, which that's kind of a problem. Like, why have paints if you're not going to use them? Oops, Nightmare Black goes over there. Okay, now I can find everything when I need it. So that's definitely what I think. But yeah, and Anne is like an amazing painter. And Rhonda is the other one, Bird with a Brush. She's amazing too. So if you get a chance to check out any of her tutorials, she's fantastic. She's where I learned to do the hair painting. So like where to put the placement and things like that. So definitely, again, it's just a fantastic company. They've got great skill, great products. They stand behind them. Their customer service is unbeatable. And especially with the price range they're at. Now, I will say the quality of their minis in the past have not been as good as many of the other companies.
Yeah, but it's come up lately.
But again, for the price range, what are you going to expect, But also lately, their quality has improved. If you'd let me get my thought out.
Sorry.
It's okay. You're excited to talk to. It's your stream as much as mine, right?
No, not
even though it's my name and my face?
Not even a little bit.
Sure it is. We're married.
Says, I really like a company that does what Reaper and Monument does. Where they regularly live stream and show off their products and how to use them.
Mm-hmm. Artis Opus does that a lot with their brushes too. So.
Oh, and I really like, and it's fun to me to see the behind the scenes running of the company, which is what you see a big part of on the Thursday show, and to be able to interact with it. Exactly, that's what that's what a lot of the Thursday night show is. You can actually watch. We watched the direction of the company turn on a dime one night.
Yeah.
It was absolutely hilarious.
There was all this talk that everyone kept saying they wanted a lighthouse, they wanted a lighthouse, they wanted a lighthouse. And oh my gosh, what's his name? Ron, thank you. Oh my gosh, that was killing me.
The art director, the guy running the whole freaking show, running the company.
Well, I mean, the owner Ed was involved, and Dave, the other owner, is involved. But
by that time, they had taken a back seat. They had gotten the company to a point where they wanted it.
That's your take on it. You don't know that for sure. Don't go spreading lies or rumors. Okay, that is your opinion.
That is
from what you saw.
Dave just wants to do his taxes. Dave's the accountant. He just wants to do the taxes. No. And Ed is perfectly fine painting and, designing a mini every now and then.
So, anyway, Ron was pretty much running everything, and he just kept putting his foot down, and he's like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing a lighthouse. No.
There will be no lighthouse, was the company line.
And, I always kind of understood that, and I actually agreed with him, because, that's too modern for what they're doing. They're doing this whole fantasy line, and, Do you want this modern lighthouse? You're like, no, it just doesn't fit. Um, and then they got a new modeler. Somebody else joined the team to design models for them, and sent Ron a message and said, "So I heard all the chatter about the lighthouse, so I sent you a sketch, and it was this fantasy old school lighthouse." Um, and it was like, yes, that's it. That's exactly it. Yes. And so he came on and he's like, we're doing a lighthouse. So the minute he saw one, that was exactly what he wanted. He's like, yep, we're doing it. Um and that's exactly what it is. I mean, standing on the morals and their principles, but at the same time listening um to their fans, to their clients. And their customer service is unbelievable. I've got half of a um I've got a New Year's Sophie in the store that is completely missing her face. Like, I'm not sure what happened, but there was a quality issue and she does not have a face. And that's what I got one year. It arrived, saw it, sent them a photo, and the new one was shipped out the next day. How can you? And I mean, it was here in plenty of time because that's a timed thing for me. Like, I have to have it. But yeah, so I mean, what more can you ask for from a company? They're just wonderful, and the quality keeps getting better, and the prices are not changing to reflect that, are not increasing to reflect that quality increase. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're increasing a little bit, but the quality, like, if they're increasing, like, let's say 5%, the quality increase is going up, like, I don't know, 60%. So that's a fair trade-off if you ask me. Like, totally on board for that. I absolutely am obsessed with them. So, all right. And I know I haven't painted a lot of them lately.
Izzy agrees.
But
it's a whole one-on-one
I'm doing now.
sort of show tonight.
It really is. Welcome to Izzy's show. This is a stream just for her.
It's all about Iz. Seems like they're putting a lot of time and effort into this new line and listening to their customers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what makes the company so great. And when you go out to a convention, like the first 2 times we went to Adepticon, they weren't there because of
no, you're the only one watching, Iz. Don't be sorry.
Yeah. No one else is on here. People watch the replay though, but that's okay. They get
to hear good conversations.
Right. Well, one side of it anyway.
Have you been to ReaperCon?
No, I will not go.
We want to virtual con. We're virtual ReaperCon in 2020, or we spend a lot of time watching virtual ReaperCon.
We signed up. I signed up for classes and did some stuff. So like, there was a more to attendance than you would normally think for virtual con, but it was awesome, and I would adore going to ReaperCon, except for several facts, like it's in August in Texas, where it's hot, and there are evil. And anyone who doesn't know what I mean by evil, I have an irrational fear, and
legless reptiles.
And they exist a lot in Texas. So I don't want to go there in the first place. And then you factor in the temperature, and I'm from the Midwest. I can't handle that kind of heat that they get. So to have it in August, no, no, no. If they would move it to, November. Well, November's hard with Christmas, but you know,
February.
March, February, I would go in a heartbeat. I would be there. I would deal with any of the evil because chances are I'm not going to see them in the city near the hotel. I'm again, it's irrational, but it's I'm still a logical person. So, there is that aspect. But yeah, no, I won't go because of all of that. It's going to be miserable. So I'm going to spend hundreds of dollars to be hot and sweaty, and then I'll be in a crabby mood. So I'm going to make everyone around me miserable because that's how I get when I'm hot and sweaty. I can't just ignore it, and I don't keep it to myself. Everybody else suffers with me.
Izzy says, haha, good point. You will be in AC, though, for most of the time.
Yeah, that
but
is
she understands
true.
your reasonings.
But yeah, no, I just so yeah, that's the only reason. I do really, 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 really wish that they would move it to a different month. I mean, I don't want them to move the location because that's where they are. That's where their headquarters are. Like, it would be ridiculous to try and do it somewhere else, but okay, that's not bad.
No, that's not bad.
So from here to there, God, I don't even think that's a practical
like 3
drive.
days.
Yeah. I don't think that's a practical drive for us in any way, shape, or form. So, again, just another reason why it's like, no, that really wouldn't work. But, never say never. You never know. Maybe.
You've got mail.
I've got mail, guys.
Woo-hoo.
Aren't you jealous? Don't be. It's 9 out of 10 times it's spam, and that 10th time it's going to be a bill that's due. Notification about a bill. I never get anything good in that email. But that's okay. It's called being an adult, right? Which leads us back to the temptation of Reaper. Yeah. And the rest are bills, right? That's exactly what it is. So here's basically the gist of it. This year we're very much focused on our finances and getting that in a really, really good place, better than where we're at and all this other stuff. And we got hit hard this month between the studio renovation and the plumbing issues that came up. I know I mentioned that before. And then we had gotten hit with something else, but which I was freaking out about. Again, it's been a rough few days. But today I found out that that's not a problem. I've actually already paid it. I just had to report it and it should be fine. So,
according to Google, it's a 17-hour drive.
17 hours. Okay. I mean, so like maybe 2 days.
Izzy says they had to have a plumber out yesterday. Our washing machine hose sprung a leak. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad, and we didn't have damage. That's a good thing.
Oh, that's a really good thing. Yeah, no, we had to have them come out on a Sunday, and we then had to. Oh, there you go. So we had to have them come out on a Sunday, He did all that work, and then about 2 weeks later, started having that problem again and had to call them back out. So, yeah, plumbing was kind of an issue, but it's under warranty now. We shouldn't have any more issues. Fingers crossed. So, hopefully. But yeah, so that's kind of where we are, as you can see. And this when I'm like supposed to be like, oh, and then we had all that computer trouble where we had to replace a computer, a headset, a printer, and then the headset decided not to work. So we had to return the brand new headset. And now I have to buy a new one. So, again, I've been hit so hard lately, but there's only 9 more days for the Reaper, and it is such a good value. And let's be honest, I am going to use the paint, and I'm going to need it. So the debate is it more financially responsible to not get paint I technically don't need now, but I will in the future, and is a step up and all of that. Especially because a lot of my Reapers that I have now are from when I first started about 6 to 7 years ago.
2019, 2020, yeah.
Yeah, I think we got them at the very beginning of 2020, before lockdown even happened. So I mean, they're pretty old now. And it is tax deductible, because that is a write-off for me, because it is work related. And I already have a commission lined up for next month that would technically cover the cost of it. But that's counting your chicken before they hatch. But
Izzy says the same thing that I said. I mean, you will be able to purchase it when it comes out,
but at a higher cost. So that's kind of the key, where it's like back and forth. Like, should I or shouldn't I? I can't decide what would actually be the most financially viable, or I shouldn't say financially responsible.
No, you can. Second opinions are never a bad idea.
Yeah. I mean, now yesterday when I thought we were going to have to pay extra for that other thing that I only briefly touched on, I was like, absolutely not. There's no way I can pull it off. But again, that is not
mostly taken care of.
Right. I mean, it's not officially taken care of, but
that's because it's government crap and they take
yeah.
Oh, we'll get back to you in 3 months.
Yeah. That's also a problem for 3 months in the future, us.
Right.
So there is that. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Is I'm just, I don't know. Do I do it? I bite that bullet and just, I want it. I want them, and I've got, technically I will have the money for it.
Izzy says that if you have a commission that'll pay for the Kickstarter, then do it. Because it's a business expense and you'll use it.
Yeah. The only thing about relying on that is, like, that commission was actually supposed to be sent to me this week. And this week I got a notice saying, hey, I had unexpected expenses and I have to wait until next month to send it to you. So it's not like a done deal, but
it's close.
It is close, and he's been in good communications with me, and so I've got no reason not to believe him. And it is a really good commission, so I'm pretty excited about it. And it's not even through Fiverr.
You don't have to give up anything.
Right, so I don't even have to pay $5 for this one.
As he says, I see,
so-
but you're usually pretty busy with commissions.
I
And she wants to
am.
know what it's for.
It is for an NSFW figure, so not something that is
Some naked video game character.
Yeah. Nothing, nothing horribly inappropriate. I mean, uh, honestly, I have prints from our own stuff that is
Izzy says, well,
more
that's
shocking.
fun.
But yeah. It's a nice big one. So I mean, like, the cost wise, like, it's a good commission.
Right, and it's nothing any more adventurous than anything we've painted on stream before. So,
Well, on public stream, yes, but
well, no, but
on the
patron
stream, no, it's the same kind of stuff. Not even that hardcore.
All right.
Like, it's technically gentler than that. Oh, I'm telling you, my aim is off today.
Well, you should
I'm
do
not
something
getting
about
these
that.
details in the right spot.
Izzy says, I am not a good influence for the paints.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm an enabler, so.
Ben's an enabler, so that really does not help. Like, I have to be the responsible one, and so a time like this makes it really, really tough. Because he's just like, you really want it, just get it. It's okay, we'll figure it out. It's like, well, no, that's not what I mean. I know we can figure it out. It's not like this is gonna, oh no, we're not gonna be able to pay rent if I get this. Like, we're not in that position, nor would we ever be. So
Izzy says, I already put in for him, and you have many reasons to justify getting them in my book.
Yeah.
And Brian says, thank God I'm not an enabler. He's the one who told me to do the Kickstarter.
Okay.
So, they're in a similar boat over there.
Yeah, that happens. It's part of marriage, right? But yeah, so I mean, probably will.
Basically, he's just like Ben.
Yeah.
Well, if paint is the worst, vice that Mandy has, I can work with that.
Which it isn't, but that's okay. I'm working on it.
It's the second most expensive one you have.
Yeah.
I'll deal with it.
Don't worry, I don't have any illegal vices, so.
I mean, we spend more money on paint than we do on alcohol.
Yep. Oh, easy. That is an easy. We definitely spend way, way more money on paint than alcohol. And that's okay.
Izzy hit the nail on the head. Are you a smoker? That's the only thing I can think that's as expensive as paints. Got it on the first try, Izzy.
I try to not promote that anywhere around here, my channel or anything, because, just not something that I want to promote to anyone or anything. Not exactly happy about it for myself. Definitely don't want anyone to get the wrong idea.
She says Brian and I are both former smokers.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can't. I haven't been able to do that jump yet, but
I'd really like to.
Trying to work on it. So that's actually one of the big reasons why I started therapy. I just have so many other issues that we haven't gotten around to that one yet. So
Izzy says it's an extremely difficult thing to kick.
it is.
Extremely.
It is. It is. And one of these days I'm sure I will. It's just a matter of when. And getting myself, put together in time for the, I shouldn't say in time, but getting myself put together for that situation, because like I said, it's been well, okay, today went okay about halfway through the day, so it's been like 2.5 days of absolute nightmare, and then Friday was the same. Friday was actually even worse. And I mean, I'm talking about I'm dealing with legal things and lawsuits and all that stuff. So the stress, and this is not on a personal level. This is, um,
Mostly work.
yeah. Well, it's a side work. It's not my company. Like, my company isn't getting sued. My company isn't suing anybody. We're not that kind of company. We don't do things wrong for that.
Adjacent.
But it is, yeah, it's basically something that I've been dealing with for work, but it is not necessarily my company, and has been brutal. And some of it is just like navigating laws so that you don't get a lawsuit. So, I mean, again, it's not like I work for somewhere bad or somewhere doing anything wrong. We're not like that, but we do have a lot of that stuff has to be taken into account, especially with how much lawsuits have been happening with our industry lately. That's been pretty insane. So, wow. I am telling you, I am not having a good time blending here.
Oh.
All right. And there's definitely not enough variance there. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start glazing. And I'll deal with the highlights that I'm struggling with later. Because why not? Oh, I'm telling you, nothing's working for me today.
Oh, you're doing fine.
Yeah.
She looks great.
It'll be
your
all right.
fingers look great, so.
Well, yeah. Why don't you have the thing locked? Or adjusted, or taking whatever.
It is. It still lights your fingers. Especially when they cover the whole model, that's all. Izzy's been off and on working on this 32 millimeter for DM Stash for the anniversary competition.
Oh. I forgot it's about time for that. I actually I technically got 4th place, but I was given 3rd place. Was that 2 years ago? In that one? In that competition?
Something like that.
I think it was 2, maybe 3 years ago.
She says it keeps pissing me off, so I put it down and pick something else up and go back to it.
That's the way you gotta do it sometimes.
And DM Stash has to be 32 millimeter, yeah.
Yeah.
She says they're giving out insane prizes.
They always do for their anniversary one.
Yeah, the anniversary one's usually pretty good.
I got pretty much the entire backlog of almost every mini I didn't have of theirs. And there was a lot that I didn't have. So that was pretty cool. But it was funny because there was something going on behind the scenes the year I was in. Because basically the way that they had like two big judges, and they all final three get 3D printers. Wow.
Nice. That's impressive.
Oh, wish I had time to jump on that. But yeah, so the two of the big judges, there were three judges, and only two of them were known names, and they both released their top 3 picks on a YouTube video, and I was in both of their top 3 picks. So you'd think by that right, I'd have to be in top 3. Jose Da Vinci was one of them. That's actually how I learned about him. And so it's like, wow, that third judge must have really hated my work for me to get 4th out of nowhere. But then they reached out and they said, hey, we're going to go ahead and give you the third place prize. The person who won 3rd place already has most of it. So he said to just give it to you. And I'm like, okay, that's very, very cool. Seems kind of weird, but very, very cool. So that is the official story, is that 3rd place already had it. But like I said, it was always kind of like a little weird for me because I'm like, how much did that 3rd judge really hate my work to push me down when I was in the top for both other judges? So, but hey, that's their prerogative. That's the problems with, I shouldn't say the problems, but that's the nature of contests. You're subject to the judges' whims and however they're deciding. And sometimes it doesn't even come down to skill, it just comes down to the rule of cool. Whatever the judges think is the coolest is going to win. And that's okay. But I do feel like it's important to know that that's the kind of judging that's going to take place when you're selecting your entry. Because at one point I didn't know that, and I'm going for all this technical skill. And it was, oh yeah, that's really cool. So I was doing all these technical paint jobs, or this big technical paint job, and it was like some kind of public vote to narrow down with people who knew nothing about actual technique. So they looked at mine and they're like, okay, it's a nice paint job. And, they looked at other people's who were doing OSL and this and that and all the flashy stuff. And they're like, that's where all the votes went. So, it's important to know what kind of contest you're entering. Nice thing about DM Stashes is it is an actual painting competition with people who actually know the techniques and skills. So I do tend to like those better, just because I feel like there's something you're really judging there as opposed to public votes or the rule of cool. But to each their own. It, like, again, a lot can be said for that, and realistically a really good paint job with a wow factor hits both. So, that's okay too. All right.
As he says, I know with any competition it's so subjective. Well, one person likes, another won't, and that always sucks.
Yeah.
Public voting. If I ever finish this little mini, I will have you take a look before I call it done.
Well, I will tell you that what they really liked the year I entered, they were all about the environmental lighting and OSL. So that was, but not just OSL, like for OSL's sake. It really OSL when it came into the environment. So that was kind of like the big thing that came into play. And the one that won, oh my gosh, this was beautiful lighting, a whole scene. It was just exceptional. So that was really, really neat to see. And you know, it was very impressive to be up against and very overwhelming at the same time. It's like, oh yeah, of course that one won. No doubt that one was just amazing. They deserve it. And I love when, you know, somebody who deserves to win wins. So that was very impressive. But then there was also like mine had a whole lighting. It actually had to do 3 lighting schemes because I had an OSL object. I had
Candles.
nighttime like moonlight lighting and then candles around the base. So and that was the kind of thing that really impressed them. So and
She's grabbing a drink. She'll be right back. That's a lot of OSL.
okay.
But it was very cool.
Yeah. Well, I think it was, but you know, I'm a little impartial. Don't get me wrong, the second and third place was, you know, fantastic as well. Like, it was a really good competition. I really enjoyed being part of that.
And it turned out pretty awesome.
It did. And it's still on my website to this day. And
Yes, it is.
it's actually one of the samples I use for my quality levels for people to decide what kind of quality they want to pay for on my commissions. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. If you ask me anyway. All right. All right, I'm actually getting somewhere. I'm making this work. I do feel much happier with where she's at now. Sometimes you just got to keep working it. You know?
Onward!
You telling me I'm done with that section?
No, I'm just playing since you guys aren't chatting.
Okay.
Onward! 2 waffles! Waffles!
Love a good waffle. We haven't had any.
They did
dad
good, so
jokes.
they get waffles.
That's okay.
I don't know. Do you think she's waffle worthy?
So far, yes.
Oh my gosh.
And now for something completely different.
All right,
Needed a good explosion.
I think that's enough. I think that's enough of those.
Izzy hasn't said she's back yet, so you know I'm entertaining myself.
That's okay. You know, she's not the only one actually on anymore. So
I suppose.
you know.
I suppose.
So why don't you give us a little studio update and where we are on our renovations?
Our studio update is we currently have the last the other half of the studio cleared out. All of the carpet is up. And all of the everything is off the walls, and we are
Off the rails?
off the rails, yeah. No, but we are pretty much go for painting the walls and painting the floor, and then starting to get all of the furniture back in here, and
Yep, yep. Yep. So that'll be nice when that is done. But yeah, that is not near done yet.
well, that part of the project should be done this weekend, and then we can start putting everything together. She wants to know what color you're glazing with now. The reddish color.
That is the kobold scale that I used to mix in with the dark yellow green to make the shadow color. So again, I'm just reusing these same colors, and the highlight is ice yellow mixed into the dark yellow green, and then one in a 2-to-1 ratio and one in a 1-to-1 ratio.
You know what I think? I do not think that red color would be very good for a fireball.
Actually, it is a beautiful color for fireballs, especially transitioning into the smoke. But I love the use of fireballs. Oh,
Izzy thought it was very funny.
We do have some big news.
Oh, do we?
We do. Something coming soon. Very, very exciting.
Something wicked this way comes?
Not really.
Okay.
You have no idea what I'm talking about.
I do not. I am so far lost.
We are planning something.
Oh, that's right.
Big. I am planning a patron-only D&D game that I will be running, and I will be DMing. And I've got the campaign started already. So
Izzy says, "Oh, fun! I love it."
Yes. So there will be signups, and but I think that's going to be like super fun. I'm really excited about it. I have DM'd before, but I've only DM'd for either single sessions or a campaign that fizzled out after like 1 or 2 sessions.
Yeah, but keep in mind, the vast majority of campaigns fizzle out.
Oh, I know. And I mean, it fizzled out because it was college, and everyone was busy and this and that. And then I moved away. So, I mean, I kind of couldn't keep playing with those guys when I was going to be living in another state. So it fizzled out for a reason, for a very good reason. And it wasn't just because I sucked. But I have never fully ran a full campaign, and that is what I'm looking to do. So
for you guys, for the
patrons, yes. Depending on how it goes and what happens, we might open it up or something like that. But for now, yeah, I mean, I really want to keep it small with specific number of players. But at the same time, maybe we'll do it like in the patron Discord, or put it on the patron page for everyone else to enjoy and maybe laugh at us. But that is the current plan. So I'm pretty excited. So that's that's one of the things I'm doing around. Okay. So, but yeah, I did get that started. So, um, planning has already started for it. I have no idea how quickly it will be ready, considering
He says that's exciting.
considering that I plan to work out some builds and minis and maps and
Oh, you're going all out.
Oof. Don't get me wrong, I'm roping you into this, bud. He will be helping.
This is a new development.
This is not a new development. I did tell you about that, and I told you I wanted you to help me build the city in scale.
I haven't even built my village yet.
I know. I don't care.
Oh, you're so cute.
But I still have to make some key decisions before I can actually go into it. But it's a high fantasy adventure type.
As he says, Ben, you're the producer. You have to help. It's a requirement.
See?
All right.
He's got to. Plus, he's my husband. He's got to. You don't have a choice in that.
High fantasy is my favorite. Well, it is definitely that.
And it's high fantasy, a little bit of political intrigue, a little bit of world saving, world ending, threatening kind of stuff. So stay tuned for more without me giving anything away. So, but I'm really excited about it. Like I said, I've never actually ran anything like that. So I've run sessions, but never a full campaign. So I'm kind of excited for that. And I'm excited to give Ben a little bit of well-deserved gameplay time. So
I haven't gotten to just playing a game in I don't know how long.
over 20 years.
It's been, quite a while.
We've been married for over 20 years. And it was definitely before that. So but yeah, so that's my good news, my big exciting good news. Ooh, that hit a little hard there. Okay. So what else do we have going on? Talked about the Crydroofy Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
We went into great depths on Reaper and the Reaper Kickstarter. And
the life lessons that go along, the life happenings that go along with that.
Yes. So if any of you other silent members in chat who have not reached out and said hello, if any of you want to de-influence me from making a
speak now or forever hold your peace.
peer pressured financial
decision.
Yes. That's it. Decision. Because it's not exactly like it's not like it's a problem. Like I said, it's not like getting it is going to mean I can't pay my rent or anything like that. I mean,
no, I won't let that happen.
For one thing, it would be mortgage, and for another thing, I just wouldn't do it in that case. Mortgage, I do have some self-control.
Mortgage always comes first.
Mm-hmm. Right behind food, actually. Because, you do have to eat to survive.
Izzy wants to know, so you're still deciding on the Reaper paints, and then says yes, as long as the bills are paid. Exactly.
Yeah. All
Basically-
bills will be paid still.
Basically, she's 99% decided, but if she gets a good argument against it, she will consider.
Yes, if somebody says, no, that really is financially irresponsible, what would Caleb Hammer say to you? I would say, well, first off, I would never talk to him because, he's scary. But beyond that.
Caleb wouldn't be scary to us because we're not morons.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not like I'm picking Reaper over Rent, so...
In your situation, with everything you've told me about business commissions, I can't see a reason why you wouldn't do it, as he says.
I know. There are a lot of good reasons to do it.
It is a business expense.
Yeah, the big thing, the only major hemming and hawing that I'm really, when you get down to the nitty gritty of it, is because I don't have commissions coming in right now. Since we just did the studio remodel, I don't have any income for the business that's substantial enough for it. And that's a temporary problem. Again, like, just the commissions are going to be coming back. I actually have 2 lined up, not just one. I have 2 lined up. One's just big enough to pay for it all on its own. So,
and the flip side of it is, it's not like it would be one thing if it was, frivolous spending, like, talk me out of going to Disneyland or
right.
Disney World.
For the 3rd time this year.
Right. That's, that we're not going to do. But this is from a perfectly appropriate direction to look at it, this is a business expense.
It is, and it will get used, and honestly, so many aspects of that will actually make commissions faster as well. But see, then I sit there and say, am I just talking myself into it?
Yes,
might
you are,
be.
But that's okay.
I might be. Is that just because I want it, or is that because it's really a good decision? So I do sit there and ask myself these questions because, it's so easy to make more wrong choices with money. It's really easy to be careless.
As he says, and if you do get it, then you can help me even more because we have the same paints.
Yep.
She says, I'm talking you.
Yeah.
Izzy, you are a bad influence.
That's okay.
In the best way.
I love a good bad influence. We actually look forward to when our friends' kids and like our nieces and nephews get old enough for us to be bad influences on them. Because we won't do it too early, you don't want to ruin them. But like exposing them to Monty Python once they get to that certain age.
The problem is we never got a chance to be, like an involved uncle. So, they're just going to look at us like, what are you trying to do?
Right.
What?
Yeah, our nieces and nephews.
Go away, weird person.
Well, our niece doesn't live in the same state as us, so we rarely see her.
Right.
Plus she is autistic, so she wouldn't get half of it anyway. She'd probably laugh pretty good at some of it if she was in a good enough mood. But that would be really adorable to watch. Oh my gosh, I would love that. And then the nephews are, well, there's 3 of them. They like to go off and do their own things.
They're young.
They're young and rambunctious, so, in the best of ways. Again, I'm not knocking that. They're pretty cool. Really good kids. Absolutely adore them.
Yep.
A little bit biased because, that's my family. So,
we have good things to say about our family.
We do. We do. Our family is awesome. But
Now, if we could get the one off his tablet, and when we start trying to influence him, we're gonna try and get him off his tablet and
they're
into
not.
the role playing games,
Uh-huh.
into the D&D.
I do not see that. You're talking about T?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not see that.
With as much as he likes math, come on.
I don't
It's
see that.
imagination and math.
Yeah, I don't see that. Too much of his father in him for that one. I don't see it. It would be awesome.
It would be awesome.
It would. So we have introduced plenty of our friends and my cousins. I've got a lot of cousins that are way younger than me. So we corrupted them into D&D.
We tried.
Well, they enjoyed it. They just didn't get into it regularly, but
Right.
they at least know the game and are enjoy it.
Speaking of, how are the one-page
So-
rules wargaming going over there? It's your who's got the who's got the 2 out of 3 score going? I feel like we're parenting right over there. It certainly seems that way, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you guys think? I think skin tone. We've nailed it. We've got green skin tone. We've got that little
It's pretty cool.
pop of color with the red representing the blood undertone. We've got some nice highlights. They're very subtle.
Izzy says she looks great, and they're going to do a 3,000-point army war tomorrow.
Oh,
That sounds like it would take like all day. They're also looking to do another skirmish style war game thing.
You should check out. I don't know if you saw it. My Free Blades video.
Free Blades
When
is a
we
fun one.
actually played an actual war game.
Izzy said it'll probably take a couple of hours.
Yeah. We actually met up with, we did a charity thing for Nova, which is this great charity organization that they get miniatures and collections from professional artists, and then they auction them to make money to donate to different charities. So great cause. And I paired up with this other Midwest Michigan Miniatures.
Mid-Michigan Miniatures.
That's his name. Mid-Michigan
Very nice
Miniatures. Jeff. Great guy. We had always been talking on Facebook for like a year or so, and then it finally hit me what his name was. It's like, wait a minute, you're in Michigan. I'm in Michigan.
So we drove up to visit him.
I know Mandy's Minis doesn't actually tell you where I am like Mid-Michigan does, but yeah, it took me a while to put that one together, so I felt really, really smart for that one. But yeah, so I reached out and we actually connected at Adepticon, and he works with a company called Free Blades with their game, or he's just represented them. I don't know. Anyway, he has some connection with them. He knows them pretty well. But so they let us each pick out an army. So that got donated, and we each painted them up, and then we met up at this game store, amazing game store, where he lives, because his game store was way beyond ours for actual play.
Hobby and cafe.
Yeah,
So play and cafe space. It's a very cool little thing.
It was really, really cool. And he actually let Ben play his. You guys close to where's Royal Oak?
That's over by Detroit. We're on the other side of the state.
Okay. Yeah, complete opposite side. That's like probably be like 3 or 4 hours of drive.
2 or 3, but yeah, right around there. It's a drive.
It's like 3.
Fair enough.
But anyway, or I should say Holly is 3, and Holly's by Detroit. So I don't technically know where it is. Yeah, they do have some really amazing deals. But anyway, so we drove out there and he let Ben play his army and I played my army and he taught us. So he kind of played referee, teaching us both. And we recorded all of that into the video. And then everything got boxed up and sent to be raffled for the Nova charity. So it was really cool and really fun. I actually really enjoyed that experience. So, but yeah, so you guys should check that out because Free Blades, it was a fun game. It really, really was. And you can hear some of the rules and check that out. And I you know, you never know, you guys may like that one. So it was a pretty cool premise and everything.
And I almost managed to beat you.
He almost did, and it was so funny. There was quite a few bits in there. See, the thing is, I actually have part of my family is where I get it from. I'm actually a sore loser, like really bad, really, 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 really bad. And I've spent years trying to get over it and making sure I don't put myself in a position to be a sore loser. So, oh, I forgot about my headband. No. Okay, so if my hair is all sticking out everywhere for the rest of the stream, who cares? Right? Not important. You can look at her hair. Her hair is at least all in place.
Even if it's not painted.
Right. But anyway, so
Izzy says you're still
aw, thanks, Izzy. I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, so at one point, like I could like feel myself. I was really starting to panic, and it like I could feel it getting up, and I'm like, you are not going, telling myself in my head, you're not going to be a sore loser over this. It doesn't matter. It's a game. This is being recorded. You will not make a scene. You will not do something that will embarrass yourself, that you will, not put up the video over or, anything like that. I'm like telling this to myself. And then he like botched or something and I totally won. It was like, whoa, come back from nowhere.
Yeah, you did.
So it didn't matter anyway, but I'm so glad that I just kept talking to myself like, that's stupid. There's no reason to get upset. There's no reason to get upset about losing. It does not matter. Does not matter at all. But yeah, it was hard. See, I don't know if that's actually made it into the video where I was quiet for that time. But there was a good chunk where I was just like not saying a word. And that was when like I was trying not to be,
Izzy says super competitive.
not to be me on that end. Yeah, and the funny thing is, half of my family is that way to a bad level like I am, and the other half is they're that competitive but totally blow it off and don't care. And it's very strange. So,
and then there's your uncle who's just that competitive, but just because he thinks it's funny.
Ben does not like playing with my one uncle, so
He just
it's okay.
No, your uncle is a very nice guy. He's just got a very odd sense of competition. He doesn't necessarily do it to win.
No.
He does it to get a rise out of the rest of you.
Okay, but that's more sibling stuff. It's not really the rest of us. It's more of his siblings. It's definitely a sibling thing. So, and they would do it to my mom. My mom was the eldest, so she always had the worst.
He was terrible.
So,
Well,
hello, good evening. Thanks for joining us.
welcome.
We are talking about being super competitive and poor sportsmanship. So, being sore losers and.
But yes, your uncle would egg your mother on to no end.
They can't see each other. Sorry, Izzy. That is Valendar from YouTube and Serenity Minis on Twitch. So we can see both of you, but I have this fig from Reaper. It took me until I was nearly done painting to realize there was a mask on her waistcloth and chest piece. Oh,
I think you painted it that way. She's upstairs.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. But yeah, they like hide. This one. No, it is this one. I have this one down here.
Do you?
Yep. I actually didn't paint it that way either, initially. This is my second time painting her. This is the first one. So I just...
Need to zoom better? Zoom more?
Yeah. It's like an owl face. It looks like an owl.
Sorry, weird coloring. Hang on.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
Right there.
So
Yeah, that is an owl.
there you can see the one owl, and then there's the other owl. So, yep. Yeah, you can't quite see it here yet on the.
Oh yeah, you can.
Well,
when you zoom
when
in like
when
that.
it's zoomed in like that, but yeah, I didn't realize that until I was doing the gold as well for wisdom symbology. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. All right. Well,
he says hi to our YouTube
yes.
friends. So Twitch says hi to YouTube.
Right.
And waves as they pass each other.
Yeah. We've got a little rivalry going on there.
Oh dear.
No, actually, we're not a competitive rivalry.
I was gonna say you're bringing this
friendly. Camaraderie. That's the word I'm looking for.
Making this whole competition thing a real thing.
Well, the reason we stream to both is because we want to be wherever you feel comfortable. So if you prefer YouTube, party on, you're good. Or both. Actually, Izzy used to do that too.
It increases our view count. So
yeah. And then again on Twitch, what we have been told by some of our viewers who have tried both is that Twitch has less lag. But I can't tell you that
How much
for
experience
myself
do I get from the
because
farmer?
I'm kind of on the screen, so I don't get to watch it the same way. All right. Let's see what I can do with these eyes
he says,
now.
now I have both up so I can see the YouTube friend.
All right.
And Melandar says I like both myself. So
there you go.
Watching on both. Oh, that's so fun. Oh.
We're going to have a good time. All right.
Everybody's making cross-platform friends.
Why not? As we should. We all need more friends.
Twitch is better for live stream because there isn't any lag.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, everybody's in both. It's so much fun.
Thin out her chin a little bit. There we go. Now she doesn't look so... I'm not going to use that word, but
We just don't have anything, any of the super fun interactive
There you go.
Twitch chat stuff going on, because honestly, we're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, Twitch is
Twitch I prefer for the chat since there's no lag. Sculptor trying to get to ReaperCon this year so that I can get
commissions from Ron
and Reaper.
There
Nice.
you go.
We were actually talking about Ron earlier.
Ron and his lighthouse. So yeah, that's awesome. We always need more sculptors around. But yeah, I actually started.
I have not seen the hot tub.
Oh, yes, you have. We saw the hot tub.
Oh, okay, I don't remember.
We saw the hot tub once right before we stopped watching it.
Okay. He's been painting since 1984. Nice.
Oh wow. Definitely
Nice,
have all
nice.
of us beat.
Just a little. Well,
But you're definitely, we're definitely glad to have you, and you're definitely in our right age group. Trust me, you will get the Python references. Yeah, that was supposed to be.
I'm working on it.
And now for
I was
something
queuing
completely
you up
different.
there.
Izzy says, "Oh yeah, I've been painting since 2025."
Yep.
Oh.
Hey, I'm only 2020 over here, so. Did you actually get that playing?
I did.
Oh, okay. Yep. we talk a lot about the 80s, so.
Melander waves his cane. Never give up. Never surrender. Talent doesn't exist. It's just experience and hard work.
Yes. Wow. Have you watched our videos much? Because, that could have been pulled from like half of our videos.
Time allotted.
Definitely.
Learning, experiencing, and
Learning,
experiencing and training.
Are you sure it's experiencing and not education?
I don't know.
And training? we actually have a little acronym, although we never remember what it is.
We can't.
But yeah, talent. Talent means time allotted, learning. See, and there we go. Learning, experiencing, and training. Mm. Yeah,
You gotta have the N in there.
If you know the Doctor Who reference.
Yep.
I know Izzy doesn't get that, but.
Bellander says he's only seen a couple.
So.
A couple of our videos. So.
Oh, well, I am so glad you've seen some. And I am so glad that you're joining us today.
Yeah.
But, yeah, definitely. And, honestly, Galaxy Quest right now, never give up, never surrender.
Oh, yeah.
Love
that one.
That is currently the movie that we put on to sleep every night. Just let that play while we fall asleep. So only our favorite movies can make it to that point. I am just killing this eye. I really should.
That's one I need a clip of, babe.
Galaxy Quest.
I have one job. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it.
Is that how you feel? Because trust me, I have 5 more jobs you can do.
No, that's okay.
If you want more.
I've been working in an art-related field since 2001, and that's part of what I've picked up. The only person I would ever say was talented was a stonemason from New Zealand. He picked up a 3DS Max out of boredom in 2005 or so, and less than a year later was making virtual matte paintings for Wedded Digital. That's damn impressive.
Yeah. But it's all amount of time. It's kind of been the same thing with me and Izzy with painting. We got so addicted to it that we do it all the time, and so what took someone else 10 years to put in X number of hours into painting, we did in a year or less because we just spend so much time doing it. Izzy more than me lately because she has more time and my job has become more difficult time-wise. My full-time job. So, yeah. But
Sorry, Serenity. She happens to be one of our subscribers, and we know her by name. So.
yeah. Sorry. We do that all the time.
We have a bad habit of throwing out names that we actually, know people by.
Well, to be fair, it's not like we're actually like giving out her personal information. That's still, it's just a different nickname.
No.
It's not actually.
People call me Val or Bill or that goofball with the Velcro kitty. We have Velcro kitties.
That's awesome. So, yes, and actually, Izzy, I do know your real name, and I'm still not going to say it because I don't put that personal information out there.
We try not to.
Right.
We try and be good, protectors of information. You would think I'd be all sorts of good at it,
Yeah, since it's your job
and stuff like that.
There we go.
I know that HIPAA has 1 P and 2 A's instead of 2 P's and 1 A.
Very good, Ben. But
most people don't know that.
I know.
You didn't know that.
I did.
Oh, fine, do that.
But that's because I've signed enough doctor's forms and I actually read them. I know most people don't.
Honestly, more people in this world would probably know me as Izzy than any other name. My cat is 14 years old with claws the size of eagle talons.
Oh.
When it's time for him to get off my shoulder, he grabs my shirt with those talons and won't let go, yet never even touches my skin.
Oh,
that is super awesome.
I had a cat like that. He would sit on my head because he loved my hair after a shower. And he fell one day and his paws were right over my eyes. So we both thought I was going to the hospital. And no, he let go completely and just let himself fall. So I was very relieved because I didn't get my eyes scratched out, but yeah, it's so cute when they're like that. And right now we have we just got some new kittens over Christmas, and I don't know if you can see how many scratches. I don't think they're actually showing up on screen here, but yeah, they like to cuddle, and you go to put them down and they jump right back, and the scratches happen because they're kittens. And
they use us as an elevator or a stair step. So
yeah, they like to just climb up us. And one of them is wild. I swear he's part Savannah because he is just wild. But that's Xander. So,
they're all super cute.
What kind of cat is it? Like short hair, long hair, specific breed, tuxedo cat, tabby. I'm a big cat fan, in case you couldn't tell.
She likes her kittens.
I do. They're so cute. They are.
He's the last of my beloved 3. One passed crying in my arms at the age of 18 in 2023. The other, his brother, passed from abdominal tumors in 24. And he and the Velcro kitty actually appear in my clips. Both were short-haired, golden-eyed voids.
Aww.
The 18-year-old was a white kitty with white and gray kitty with blue eyes.
They sound gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I am so sorry about that. We actually just lost a she was 16 years old.
Somewhere around there. Yeah.
A 16-year-old cat in August last year, which is what prompted the kittens. I mean, after morning time, obviously, that's the 2-month difference, but she was made it to 16, and we had her and her sister, and they were both the black voids.
Someone asked me once if I was a cat person or a dog person, and I asked which one is closer. We would
Very, very true.
We would totally be, some of each, but we
cannot own a dog.
No, we can't. We don't have the ability to take
care
of a dog.
for a dog. A dog requires too much attention, like a child. We couldn't do a child either.
We would love to borrow someone else's dog for a while, but
play with someone else's dog, play with other people's kids. It's not like we don't like them.
Exactly.
We do.
Them. They're fantastic.
We just can't
have one of our own.
We can't care for them ourselves. We're not responsible enough in that way. The only reason the cats get food every night is because, they whine. Well, I guess kids do that too.
Izzy says, I would be way too much. I would be both too, but my husband is way too allergic to cats.
Aww.
Like, deathly allergic. She loves her puppies, though.
Oh, gosh, puppies are so cute.
Izzy says, the dogs and kids whine too.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. But the dogs, you have to let them out to use the bathroom. And that would be problematic with our work schedules and what we do. So, we're always running with very little time. So I know that would become a problem. And then, of course, we're not going to yell at the animal yell at the puppy for not waiting till we could take him outside when we know we're late taking him outside, and then he goes in the house, and then we have to clean that up, which is more work.
Izzy says, yeah, but that's easy. I just open the door and out they go.
Oh, see, it's nice that you can do that, but we don't really have a situation where we could do that. Like, we have... Eventually we will, because, I want to put in a door that'll do that in the garage, but the way our house is, we'd have to take them out and around the back to the fenced yard, in order to just let them run with the way our house is. So that doesn't work. But we do have a breezeway that goes to the garage, and then the fenced-in yard is on the other side. So I want to put a doorway in the garage to get there without going outside. But that hasn't been done yet. And
yeah, they've got a door that opens on their fenced backyard.
Yeah, so that's why that's a little problematic for us. And
it was a requirement for the house, for any house they have.
Yeah, see, I believe that. We had requirements on our house, but they were miniature painting related for the studio. Because we, at the old place, the cats would jump up on the table and knock everything down and get cat hair all over the minis. And when you're doing commissions, it's like, I need the cats away from the commissions. I can't be pulling hair off of ruined paint jobs with all this cat hair. So, oh, you're lucky. One of them absolutely adores my Winsor Newtons. Nothing else. He would come in, take my Winsor Newton, and run off with it. Wouldn't do any of my other brushes. Had to be the expensive one. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And then I had another one knock a bunch off shelves and smash them. So, yeah, that was why the requirements for the cat. But again, the cats can be left alone for quite some time, and you just have to clean their litter. Remember to clean their litter box, before it gets too smelly. So, and we have enough litter boxes that it's There's plenty. There's like 2 litter boxes per cat in our house.
They don't they
so-
don't knock things over. They don't get on my TV. They ignore my painting and printing stuff.
Oh, so
Carlton even prefers
lucky.
empty hand for snuggles over the hand with the treat in it.
Aww.
What a good little
That
kid.
is awesome.
He has been
Gosh.
well trained.
Yes. Good kitty. All right, we've got to decide on a hair color.
Well, keep in mind, you've only got 5. We're 5 minutes. It's your 5-minute warning.
That's okay. We can go. We'll go 20 minutes.
Okay.
We'll stay on a little longer.
Okay.
We got a little time today.
Okay.
It's all right. Otherwise, the only thing I'm gonna do is go run off and get that Reaper Kickstarter that all you bad influences convinced me to do.
So many bad influences on the stream.
The peer pressure. I must get in on the Reaper.
Izzy's laughing. Izzy suggests purple. Blah, blah, blah. I can't talk.
Purple?
Purple, teal, or jade.
Ooh.
And she says she's a very bad influence.
Yeah. Yeah. Purple, teal, or jade? What do we think? Do we want to let Chester decide? Purple, teal, or jade? Okay, so here's
She says,
Chester.
yes, we do.
Chester Von Chomp. Okay, I've got a D4. So we've got purple, teal. Purple is 1. Teal is 2. Jade is 3. What do we got for number 4?
Roll again.
Okay.
Number 4 is roll again.
Even the new upcoming paints have more pinks, teals, and purples. Yep. Yeah. The thing is, I don't technically need them, and yeah, it was a whole thing. I'm not going to get into it again.
You've made your decision.
I've let them influence me. I will bow to the peer pressure and order the Kickstarter. It's Reaper. I have to. 3. That was Jade.
Yep. Ooh, we could use the dark jade that everybody likes.
Yes, we will. All right, everybody say goodbye to Chester.
Arr, 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 arr. Bye, Chester.
I did the $200. Yeah, see, if I'm gonna do it, I'm going all
The
in.
200 set. Not 200.
Right. Oh, okay. That's the all in.
Yeah.
That is exactly what I'm going to do. Where is my jade? Uh-oh. My dark jade is missing. There it is. Oh. Hang on, guys. I gotta go get it.
Oh, no!
Sorry, it's a little bit of a weird reach.
You can't evaluate her DM stash. It has evil.
Oh. Oh, no.
Nalandar says, Val says that the pinks are the thing for me. I use 5 times as many pinks as oranges because oranges and yellows start to look.
You've got mail.
Or,
I've got mail, guys.
because for oranges and yellows, I start at dark pink and highlight up to white and then glaze with yellow.
Okay. Oranges.
Do you need me to read that again?
No, I'm very much getting that. That is that actually sounds like a very cool way to handle that. An Insta-link. Yes. Yes, as long as it's not like spam, blah, 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 but a link to your Insta page so that we can all go look at your fantastic work. And,
Izzy
you
says
know,
that's what I've been doing for oranges
Yep.
and yellows as well.
so yes, definitely. Again, as long as you're not spamming anyone, your links are welcome. So, we all want to be friends, and it's a great community that way. So, share on. Yeah, I tend to do a lot of global shadows, and I want to take my usually want to take my shadows deeper than that would do. So, um, like for me, it's a lot of like the into the like dark purples and the dark blue ranges. Like we're talking seriously dark. And then I tend to do that as a global shadow for every color. So that way it's pretty consistent on the model. So
That's
that's
pretty cool looking.
typically what I do.
That's pretty cool looking.
Typically what I do.
That's pretty cool looking.
Typically what I do. Come on. Why are we repeating?
Come on. Because I'm
Why
trying
are
to
we
drag it.
repeating?
Because I'm
Why
trying
are
to
we
drag
repeating?
it. Because I'm
Why
trying
are
to
we
drag it.
repeating?
Because I'm trying to drag Yes, you should be okay now. Yes, you should be okay now.
We are not.
Yes, you should be okay.
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 We are not. We are not.
Okay, let's try this again. 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 Okay, let's try this again.
He's
There we
got
go.
us. He's got
I
us in
found it.
echo hell. Oh no.
All right, I fixed it. Sorry, producer. Hey, no, check it out. I need to use one of the new ones that I haven't used before yet. So, moment, please. We're better now.
Oh. Okay. So that was a thing.
I was trying to show you the Instagram.
That's okay. I will see that after stream. It's
know.
okay.
That's
I'll
what
need
I
to see it
decided.
now. So, and to get back to the point of shadows that I was talking about. Oh no, what did I do to her face? You distracted me.
I'm good at that.
So one of the things that we did when we were picking her skin tone is that we used the red. So we used dark yellow green for the skin tone, and we used cobalt scale as the shadow color by mixing it 50-50 to make like a brownish using that color theory aspect. So since the dark jade has that same greenish undertone, I got it all over my hands, so sorry, my hands are going to be jade as well. I used the same cobalt scale mixed with the dark jade 50-50 to make this really interesting dark gray shadow color. Right. So that tends to be more of what I do for shadowing rather than, relying on specific colors or something like that.
Izzy says, "Oh, it looks very nice."
Thank you. I don't think there's a right or wrong way necessarily. Both of them have their places.
Well, as always, as we always fall back on, it's just paint.
Well, you're talking about if you don't like it, you can change it. I am more discussing, it just kind of depends on the look you're going for. There is no right or wrong. It's art. Each way has its benefits.
Exactly.
So, and I would love to know which benefit or which
Izzy-
way I
Izzy
have
says
to
I
go.
need to get more comfortable with colors and mixing colors. I can't mentally visualize what paints will look like mixed or painted over, etc. Don't feel bad, neither can I.
It just takes practice. Takes practice and experience, but I actually managed to learn quite a bit in a class at Adepticon with Michelle Farnsworth, the late great. I know every time she comes up, I get all sad because I took several classes with her throughout the years and really absolutely loved her. Loved her classes. I didn't know her very well or anything. It's not like we're friends, but she's just a really great talent taken too soon. But she had a really great class where we got to experiment and play with a lot of it and things like that. So that really helped quite a bit. There's an irreparable book. Oh yeah. Yeah, everyone throws out that book Color and Light. I actually um have it bookmarked on it should be on this computer that got moved down here because it was my work computer at the time. Um it might be the one that's upstairs though. It might have been two times ago. But yeah, I looked into that one as well because a lot of people do recommend that. Um, and it helped a little. I'm just not a book learner. So it was really kind of not so helpful for me other than some of the visuals, but I actually got a lot more out of watching just other people's YouTubes. And especially one of the things that I did was I watched a lot of YouTubers who are just generic painting artists, not miniature painters. And they have different takes on the light placement and things like that uh, translate perfectly into what we're doing. So that is definitely a good book. And then the other one I'll tell you, one that I actually just splurged on book-wise.
Oh, shameless plug. Well,
Is this one. And if you've ever heard of Julie Weira on Instagram, if you haven't heard her, check her out. Maybe you can put up a link for her. She is
try, but it'll probably go into Reddit. Or not Reddit, but there's only one Encyclopedia Anatomy.
This is
Anatomy, animal anatomy, and everything.
I don't know what you're reading right now.
I'm reading the chat.
This is not her book. She didn't come out with it, but this is the book she uses for all her patterns on her cloaks and tapestries and amazing works. So this is what she uses for reference. And
Valentine is very familiar, been following her for years, and has already put up her link in the chat.
Thank you. I'm floored by her work, and I just keep seeing her Instagram, and I actually get offended for her. Like, you should have more followers. You are so much better than this. I can't believe that only has 600 likes. Meanwhile, my Instagram, I'm lucky if I get 25, but I get offended for her.
Val says she is literally one of my painting heroes.
She is. She's just amazing. Anyway, she recently, like, within the last month.
That's hilarious. You can say blow all you want on our channel. That is just fine. I'm going to have to find the settings and make that okay.
Don't worry, you're okay. We won't let you get banned. You never say anything inappropriate. That's not inappropriate. So you're good. You're good. But anyway, so she actually released a video or something where she said, "This is what I use as reference for my cloaks," and I'm like, I'm buying that. I was placing an Amazon order that day anyway, and I'm like, I've got to get it. So I managed to find a used copy. And I ordered it. So I am so excited about that. So, but that's the book. So if you guys need to, need a link or whatever so that you guys can get a copy, let me know.
Chad is raving about her.
Yeah. She's just, I mean, I am always mind blown by what she does. Like, it is so stunning. And to watch her and just how quickly and efficiently she does it. So, Izzy, I would say if you learn well from books, if you're a very good book learner, that will help you. He's right. It is a really good book for book learners. Again, I'm a terrible book learner, so it didn't help me.
She wants to know if there are pictures. She says she's a visual learner.
Yeah, there are pictures, and they helped a little. There is, I'll send you a link, because it is online. It is available online. So I'll send you a link to it. But it is a great book. Val is completely right on that.
She says if there are pictures with explanations, it will definitely help me.
So
sounds like it will.
It'll help. Again, it'll help at least a little bit. I would say, for the most part, the best thing, when talking about light placement for visual learners, would be to look at artists on YouTube that are not miniature painters, like actual canvas artists. They have some really, even animators, because they work a lot with light, and they have some really good tips and tricks that work. And because it's YouTube, they show everything in a visual format. And I found those to be much better and easier to understand than most miniature painter YouTubes for light and shadow. And I would say including my own, but I don't have one yet. So I haven't made that video. I've talked about it briefly in some of my videos as the topic came up, but I don't have a dedicated. Oh wait, didn't I do that with the one that looks like a rock star?
Maybe vaguely.
Vaguely, but it still wasn't great.
Izzy says she's gonna wait for your link. And she'll look it up then.
Yeah, I will definitely send you the link to that book, because I had actually forgotten about that book. But yeah, he's right. It is. I've heard a lot of people. I think first time I heard it was from Sergio Calvatori talking about it.
She says that one was about light placement because you were doing highlights. Okay.
So, yeah, so that was very basic. That wasn't really what we're talking about now. Definitely not in-depth enough. Oh, boy. All right, I'm coming back to that. I give up on the face right now.
It's quarter after.
My second time doing it. All right. Let me just go ahead and finish off with the shadow color on the hair, and then we'll pick that up again next week. and go from there. Are we going to raid somebody?
I don't know. I have to figure out how. I don't know how to figure out who's on and who's not.
Okay.
Um,
Wow.
I'm still learning.
I wasn't wowing you, Ben.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you thought that. No. I was wowing because my model is like, the paint isn't sticking to my model, and
That's
she's
weird.
primed and everything, and it's fine. It'll be fine. It's all good. We just keep working it. It'll fix.
Okay, do not
Although
un-
it is not. That is not enough red.
Okay, offline.
Can't rate on YouTube. I know. I was that is kind of disappointing. But I still don't want to take it away from YouTube, because that's really my main my main place. I only do Twitch right now on Wednesdays. Hopefully sometime soon I'll be able to do more, but there we go. There's my gray, and there it's sticking. All right. So, how you doing on learning that rating? We got rated last week. That was very cool. That was a lot of fun. But now we want to share the love, even if we're not as big as any of the other channels. So
I got a
Hey,
couple, but nobody I know.
is C not on?
He's not. He's not.
Oh, he's usually on after us.
Yeah, but he's not right at the moment. He was on.
He was on earlier today?
Yeah, he was on like 3 hours ago. He was on like before us today. That's what I was looking for, but
yeah, most of the people I know are on during the day. So they're not usually on this late at night. What about Kayla? I don't even know what she's doing. Kayla Pearson's. I met her at Adepticon. That's how I know her. May I make... Oh, yes, please. Please make a suggestion.
Absolutely.
Where's that music coming from?
It's supposed to be muted.
Okay.
Shimmer Pink minis. Okay, let me see. Hang on. You got it. Since it's fighting with me, let's see if they're on. Oh, it won't mute the ads. That's.
Well, Twitch has to make money. All right. Well, since he's working on that, that means you guys won't be with me for too much longer. But I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. It was really a great night, and definitely looking forward to a better end of the week than the way it started. So, thank you guys so much, and for being here and spending time with me. And until next time.
Hang on. Don't get ahead of yourself.
All right. Can't say goodbye yet. Oh, I'm sure it will be. All the heavy work had to be done right at the beginning of the week. So most of it's done now, and I'm mostly caught up. So the rest of the week should be good. Oh, it's good to add a follow. Yes. And Izzy, I will definitely send you that link to the book.
Okay.
And I am definitely checking out Val's Instagram. We've got that from the chat as well. Or worst case scenario, I can find you through Izzy. So.
All right.
Now, okay. So thank you guys again so much. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did. And until next time,
Have fun.
and keep creating.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.